Good morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl, and welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. This is episode 148, and we're here in Southwest Florida at Bonita Beach, just watching the sunrise over the buildings and the trees to the east. And this is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. It's a really beautiful, mild day here today with lots of beautiful colors. If you're joining me live, please say hello and let me know if you're crafting with anything this morning. If you end up watching the recorded version, please also feel welcome to say hello and tell me what you're crafting on, as I try to make a point to reply to every comment, even in the recorded version. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Sarah May, Jane, Alice, Grace. I think I said Sarah May, but hi, Sarah May. I forget once I get rolling. Hi, Elisa. Elisa, will you be at Knitting Club tonight? Hi, Ruthie. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Beatrice. Hi, Lily, Gail, Diane, Donna, Karen, Sharon, KB, Karen, Rachel. Good morning, Lynn. Thanks for joining, everybody. Christina's working on a baby blanket. Faye's going to be at our group tonight too. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Judy. Hi, Ann, Mary, Connie. Elisa says lots of rain's coming. Well, too bad. We had lots of rain last night too. It's that time of year, I guess. Oh, Sarah May, I think you asked a question. I didn't catch it. Sorry. Hi, Sandy. Good morning, Donna. Karen's working on Morgana shawl with Be So Sporty. Wonderful. KB's working on a shawl. Lynn's working on some baby shower gifts. Elisa will be there tonight. Good. So you'll get to meet Faye. Faye's going to be there. Faye's from Yarn on the Beach and lives in California, but will be joining us tonight at our local knitting group. So really excited to introduce her to all of the ladies. Mar got a notice that her sock yarn is on the way. Awesome. I will be bringing my sock yarn tonight to show everybody in person at our local knitting and crochet club. We have new people joining this morning. Wonderful. I see Sarah May's welcoming them, and probably was mentioned in the live chat room before I started the podcast. When I schedule the podcast, you have the ability to join in the chat room 30 minutes prior to the show starting. So I'm guessing that's where it happened. Well, good morning, everyone that's new too. Hi, Ruthie. I am working on a swatch this morning. Let the suffering begin. What do you mean, Elisa? Maybe you mean you're on a yarn budget. I don't, or can't really decide what you mean. Thank you, Sarah May. Oh, the earrings that I'm wearing are a new pattern on my website, and the pattern is live now, and it comes with an awesome little chart. The video is coming. It's not released yet, but it will be coming. Super, super easy little, oh, let's put it up in front of the swatch. Maybe that'll be easier to see it. Super easy little earring that's, I think, 5 rows. Takes no time at all to make it. So cute. And I made a point to design them with an odd number of chains in each of the spaces so that it will be super easy to center beads if you wanted to bead them. The next pair that I make will be beaded, and so I wanted to be able to show lots of options within the one pattern. So whether you add beads, don't add beads, use a solid color yarn, use a variegated yarn, do stripes in different colors for every row. I meant rows, not rounds. Sorry about that. You do use a very tiny crochet hook, but I really think that's what makes them look so sophisticated and professional. Sometimes a tight gauge is really what you need for jewelry, to make it look more like metal jewelry. Ruthie, I don't know what you're asking about. Unless you're talking to someone else, maybe. Hi, Donna from Illinois. Thanks for joining us this morning. I saw a little bit of activity in the water before we got started, but never did see if it was a dolphin or anything super big, but I have high hopes. The swatch that I'm working on is single crochet in the round, making a square. And what's so interesting is that you can make a square from absolutely any stitch. The trick is knowing how much increase to do in the corners, because it's different for every stitch. Like for a double crochet, it could be 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet, or it could be 5 double crochet in the corner. For single crochet, the best ratio for the corners is 3 single crochets in the corner stitch. That's it. So you're going to work 1 single crochet in every single stitch around, but always work 3 single crochets in the corner, and that is the perfect ratio for making a simple single crochet square. Now let's say you wanted to make, what do you call them? The things you put your drinks on. Coasters. Let's say you wanted to make coasters and you wanted to make them hexagons or octagons. You would do the same type of increase, but you would do it in 6 corners or in 8 corners or whatever you felt like doing. But the ratio for single crochet in corners is 3 single crochets. Oh, Lisa got her sock yarn today. Be So Soulful. That's wonderful. I'm glad you like it. Yes, Jenny, this would be gorgeous for squares for a blanket. Absolutely. And then you could figure out how you wanted to join them, right? You could either slip stitch across the whole edge from 1 to 1. Airport security stopped somebody with their crochet necklace. Jolene, you got to elaborate. I want to hear that. Airport security stopped her when she wore her Stormy Seas necklace. Why? It's not even metal. I'm dying to hear that. I would love to know the why behind that. I mean, I've been stopped for embellished metallic jeans. I've been stopped for combs in my hair and bobby pins in my hair. I've been stopped for the underwire in my bra, but I've never been stopped for yarn. Definitely want to hear more about that. Oh, the silver in it. I didn't think that you would have used the bling yarn. Well, there you go. I guess I was telling the truth that it's pure silver in there and not some metallic synthetic. That's awesome. Oh my God. As long as it didn't cause you too much grief, it's awesome. That's pretty funny. Oh my goodness. That is pretty funny. Thank you so much for sharing that story. For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, I have a yarn. It will Be So Fine and Be So Sporty yarn both come in a bling collection, which is where we take the bamboo yarn and ply it with a thread of pure silver. Not synthetic metallic lurex or anything like that. It's pure silver. And so it gives you this beautiful shimmery bling texture to the yarn. And she made one of my necklace patterns with the bling yarn, and apparently it was just enough silver to get her stopped at security in the airport. That's funny. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Hi Gloria, thanks for joining. Good morning from Brazil. Thank you for joining. Which, someone said they have yarn. I'm not sure which one. Hi, Anna Maria from Italy. Thanks for joining. Good morning, Raina. Let's see, we've got lots of people from the United States, probably a few people from Canada. I've seen someone from Brazil and Italy now. I know we have regulars from India and Africa, so let's see where else we can find people are from this morning. Raina has the silver laced bling too. Wonderful. It's so pretty. I am getting ready to dye new colors of bling right now. I have a huge batch of Be So Fine bling and Be So Sporty bling, and with any luck today, I will get started on my first new colorway. Hi Sherry from Illinois and Leda from Texas. Jane just finished a market bag with Be So Bear yarn. That's wonderful. I'm using Be So Bear yarn this morning. Kansas is in the house. Good morning from Barbados. This is organic cotton, made in the U.S., and it's sport weight yarn. Oh, that'll be pretty, Raina. I've seen a couple of people do the Morgana shawl with bling yarn. Very pretty. Ah, I see Tennessee. Yep, face creams on the list as well. And tonight's knitting club, so I have a very packed day. But it'll all get done this week for sure. Hi Donna from Colorado. Thanks for joining. Your first time joining live. That's awesome. Chile and England in the house, and Iceland. Wow, that's awesome. Indiana, a couple people from Indiana. And who else is crafting this morning? Saw a few people working on stuff. The name of the earring pattern, it's called Fine Chandelier. And if you go to my blog, it is the top post in my blog right now. So very easy to find. Lisa's working on Morgana in coral and Chantilly lace. That sounds pretty. I put together an order yesterday of Chantilly lace and tropical hot coral and Be So Fine yarn, and I thought it was so pretty together. Oh, we've got a little bit of United Nations here today. Isn't that exciting? I love seeing where everybody comes from. I'm not sure what you mean, Beatrice. I do sell my yarn in India. We have several people that join us here at Yarn on the Beach from India, and also customers that buy my yarns in India, but I'm not sure what you meant by the markets. Anne's making boleros. Wonderful. KB has a guild group tonight to go to. That's fun too. I think I saw somebody else has a group to go to tonight, and then I'm hosting a knitting and crochet group. It's Tuesday. And don't forget, if you're ever here in the Naples or Southwest Florida area, you're always welcome to join us. We meet at a Panera Bread in North Naples, and I offer free help and tutorials for anybody who comes to the meeting. And it's all really nice people. Christy's working on a summer poncho and a bag of the day. That sounds fun. Let's see, where was I? Okay, time for my increase. I didn't put stitch markers in. Beatrice is going to a prayer shawl group. That sounds fun too. I want to show you the beach this morning, everyone. Okay, we've got Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Welcome, thank you for joining. I wanted to show you what the beach looks like this morning. We've got a few people hanging out. We've got a few people to the south of us, and that's Naples down there. And then big fireball in the sky, and if you notice, the seashells are all really sparkling up from the sun on them. I think that's so pretty when the shells sparkle. And then we have a few beachgoers to the north of us. And our beautiful water with the little waves this morning, but so relaxing to listen to them. Oh, and those of you that didn't join us yesterday, we have a protected turtle nest. I'll show you over here again. That's where the caution tape is and the stakes. There's also some metal wire fencing over the sand to protect the baby turtles in their nest. Jane has a knitting club this morning. That's fun too. It is a beautiful day. It's very mild, very warm though. Audrey saw a pretty sunrise this morning too. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I love sunrise and sunset, both so pretty in their own ways. Where am I? I am in Southwest Florida. This is Bonita Beach, bordering Naples, and this is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. Yes, Audrey, those colors do sound beautiful. Oh, you're welcome, Raina. Yeah, if I see anything change over there, we'll definitely run back over there with the camera to show you, but it looks exactly the same as yesterday. And if we see more protected areas, I'll point those out too. So for those of you who are joining later and weren't here at the beginning of the broadcast, I wanted to mention what I'm working on again. I'm working on simple stitches in the round to make squares, and wanted to demonstrate that you could do a square in the round with absolutely any stitch. The trick is knowing how many stitches are required or what kind of increasing is required in the corners, and it's different for every height of stitch. So a single crochet, being the shortest stitch, needs the least amount of increase in the corner. And let's say you're doing a double crochet or a treble crochet or a double treble crochet, you would need more increases in the corner to accommodate for the extra height of the stitch. And that might sound a little confusing, but it'll make more sense when I show you other ones as we go along in this series. But this is the single crochet round motif, no, single crochet in the round, square motif. And so you start in the center, and as you work out in the corners, you do 3 single crochets in each corner stitch and 1 single crochet in each of the other stitches. And you'll see you get a very pretty, flat, and simple single crochet square. And I really love the texture of simple stitches sometimes. I think that's so pretty. Imagine doing a color block blanket or scarf where you just did simple squares like that but did them in different colors. Wouldn't that be beautiful? So as we go along, I'll show you the differences and the similarities between simple stitches worked in the round for squares by showing you how we accommodate the height of the different stitches by changing the number of stitches we use in the increase in the corner. This is Be So Bare yarn, which is my sport weight organic cotton. This is what it looks like. Super soft. Ruthie agrees. Yeah, I think you agree about the color block scarf or afghan, right? It would be so pretty. Even if you did all the squares in the same color and did the joining round in a different color, that would be pretty. Or all the squares in different colors and then a border around all of them in the same color. Or just changing colors. I mean, even once you talk about color work, you could go on for another hour about all the different ways you can change something up. Design is so exciting, isn't it? Let's see. And stitch markers are very helpful for something like this, but you know I like to live dangerously and don't always use them. Does this yarn come in a light gray color? We have Mindful in Be So Serene yarn, and that is a pale dusty rose, and we have Lovable, which is a pale dusty purple. Whoopsie. Oh, someone else is making the tassel earrings. Awesome, you're gonna love them. And don't forget, you want to trim them to fit you. Whether you want to wear them long, you still want to try on the tassel earrings and make sure you trim them above your collarbone and shoulder area, because you don't want them to get stuck on your body when you move. And also, don't feel like you have to wear them as long as I wear them or as short as somebody else wears them. Wear them whatever length makes you feel comfortable. I think a shorter length is something that's probably a little more casual for every day, and a longer length would be something that's more dramatic for evening or just being more dramatic. So don't feel like you have to make them the same length as anybody else makes them. Make them in whatever length you feel comfortable in, and I pretty much guarantee you will wear them all the time. They're so fun. Hello from France. Thanks for joining. Oh, Mar, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Absolutely not. Please always feel welcome to ask your questions. I do not have an issue with stripes not lining up on handmade anything. I think when you buy things at the store that are machine made, I think that's one thing. But if you're using, if you're doing things that are handmade, I think there's beauty in the imperfections. And so if stripes don't line up perfectly, I think that that's part of the beauty of it. So that would be my answer to it. If anyone else wants to chime in about what they think about stripes lining up on hand knit socks, feel welcome to give her your opinions as well. But I absolutely love the fact that when the stripes don't match, it really amplifies the fact that they're handmade, they're hand dyed and then handmade, and that's the beauty of it. Where can you buy the earring hooks? Jane wants to know. If you go to the pattern page, I put links to all of the supplies if you need them in my Amazon shop. So if you don't know where to find them locally by yourself, I've shared links for how to buy them online. I saw someone say the only stupid questions are the ones not asked. That's actually kind of fun. Oh, KB has several pairs of socks where the colors go backwards on them. That's interesting too. Another way to really amplify the fact that they are handmade. Well, Audrey, and that's your personal choice. It feels like it could be quite a challenge for you and might actually cause you anxiety to even try to do it. But if it makes you happy to line up the stripes, then that's fine too. That's actually its own puzzle and its own challenge, right? Maybe that's what you enjoy. You enjoy the challenge of trying to get them perfect. But with hand-dyed yarn, you're not going to get perfect stripes, so might be a challenge. Lisa wants to know where I get my beads. Which beads are you talking about? Any beads that I have that I think are specialty beads that are hard to find anywhere else, I do sell them in my website, so it depends on which beads you're asking about. Oh, for earrings, I haven't decided what beads I'm going to use for my earrings yet, but I would go with 4mm. I think that's a good size for this scale of the earrings. So I would look in the 4 to 6mm range because, for a couple of reasons. I think that it's an easy size, or it's a small enough size to not weigh the earrings down, but also sometimes the holes are big enough that you can get a really skinny crochet hook through them to string them as you go. And also because I also think that it's a size that's easy to string on with a beading needle. If you go too small, I think it can be really intimidating if it's your first time beading, so I would stick with something that's medium range. Oh, I see what you're saying, Audrey. If it's like a real bold stripe, you want to line them up, but if it's a hand paint, you like the variety. Okay, that makes more sense. Otherwise, I think it would be extremely stressful for you to try to line them up. So that does make more sense. Thanks. So yeah, so back to the beads. I think that if it's your first time beading, you want to pick something that's easy to do, but you need to balance that between not going too heavy. So like the biggest beads in the world are the easiest ones to string, right? But they're going to weigh your ears down. So try to stick with something in the middle. And I think a 4 mil to 6 mil is nice and light for an earring, but also has a big enough hole that it's not too difficult to do. Hi Hazel from Trinidad and Tobago. Also, I think if you want something really shiny, you want to look for things that have an AB coating. If you want something to have that iridescent real pop when you go out in the sun and they sparkle, where on your site can I buy? Lisa, it depends on what you're looking for. But you can go to my shop. If you go to my website, the very top of the page says store, and you can click there and find everything that I sell. And I'll wait now to get some answers, or to get more information. Hi, Leandro. So I'm planning on making these in a full rainbow spectrum so that I can wear them several days. I got sidetracked, and Mary's asking a question mark. I have no idea what you mean. And if your question's been skipped, please feel welcome to repeat yourself. Or if you want to wait until the recorded version comes out, that's a better way to ask a question that you want a longer answer to as well. Or better yet, email me at projectkristincares@gmail if you have more specific questions regarding links or where to find things. I'm pretty easy to locate. Here goes a big pelican. Mary just had a typo. Understandable, it happens to all of us. My square is coming along really nicely. If someone sees a cloud formation that looks weird, yeah, we're supposed to go. Excuse me. Excuse me. We're supposed to get storms later today, so maybe that's where it's coming from. Yep, AB coated crystals. That's right, Judy. They are very. That's a great bling bead to add for earrings. Thank you, everybody, for the blessings. I appreciate it. Thank you. That was a big sneeze. Marlon gets so embarrassed when I sneeze in public because I'm one of the people that sneezes loud. I know there's people that sneeze dainty, and that's wonderful for them, but I am one of the loudest sneezers I know, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it, so whatever. I do sell AB crystals with yarn, Lisa. I sell them in the crystal chain necklace, where you can get a piece of Be So Fine yarn and a whole bunch of different colors of crystals. Nothing dainty about you two either, KB. Nope, not me either. I'm more the bull in the china shop kind of girl. All right, well, it looks like we're almost out of time, so let's take this last minute here to look out at this beautiful view, soak in these colors, the sounds of the waves, and set our intentions for the day. Lisa, I have a barefoot sandal beaded kit on my website too. If you have more questions, ask me later, okay? there? Did you see that? There's something that has a head about this big that just popped its head up. I want to say it could have been a manatee or a big sea turtle, but big head just popped his head up. Did anybody else see it? Well, anyway, thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, the sound of the waves, the colors of the beach, chatting with me and everyone else here. We're here every day, Monday through Saturday at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Time. Please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell if you want to join in the live conversation every day. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.